the 10 weirdest Grand Theft Auto mods ever. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Gaming Stealth. 10. Grand Theft Pokemon. This mod is for all the gamers that like the idea behind the Pokemon games, but aren't a fan of a cartoonish style the game used. With the Pokeball mod, the inventory slot of the baseball bat is replaced with the iconic Pokeball. There aren't any cute and dangerous little creatures for the players to catch, but the Pokeball can be used on the people in the game. Just like in the Pokemon games, the player has a higher chance at catching someone if they are wounded, and if someone is caught by a Pokeball, they can be released at a later point to fight for other players. 9. Pedestrian Bodyguards. With this mod for GTA 4, the player can approach pedestrians and pay them to act as a backup for the player. These bodyguards will fight alongside the player until they are killed or the players relieves them of their duty. They take their job seriously though and will do whatever it takes to stay with the players. This includes stealing a car and attempting to catch up if the players does the same. The AI for the bodyguards in this mod is actually quite good. The mod works so well that it is a little surprising that Rockstar didn't include these features in GTA 5. 8. Superhero mods. These mods have been made for nearly every GTA games. They change the player character into a specific superhero and also grant the player's character the associated powers of that superhero. An early example of these types of mods is the Superman mod for Vice City, which not only makes the player character looks like Superman, but allows him to fly as well. Another popular superhero mod is the Iron Man mod for the GTA 5. The Iron Man mod allows the player to fly around Los Santos as Iron Man and also give them an arsenal of repulsor blasts and missiles. Other superheroes that have been included to the GTA games via a mod include Ghost Rider, the Hulk, Wonder Woman, and the Flash. 7. Zombie mods. As popular as zombies have been over the last 8 years or so, it is not surprising that the GTA games have a plethora of mods that turns them into a zombie apocalypse survival games. GTA 5 has a particularly well-made zombie mod, but many of the older GTA titles have a zombie mod as well. There is a zombie mod for San Andreas called Left 4 Dead that has been downloaded around 1 million times. Many of these mods are better than actual zombie apocalypse games due to the large detailed open worlds of the GTA games. 6. The Giraffe mod. There is an extremely weird mod for GTA 4 that turns the player characters into a giraffe. You read that right. The player can play the game as normal, but as a giraffe instead of Nico. This is probably the weirdest and the funniest mod on this list. Watching a giraffe drive around Liberty City in a convertible is beyond hilarious. The giraffe also possesses incredible strength. The lightest of taps from it sends cars flying across the screen. The giraffe also has access to players' weapons, and the sight of bazooka-wielding giraffe running down the street is something any fan of the GTA games must see at least once. 5. Grand Theft Space. This is definitely a mod that changes the game into something entirely different. With this mod, the player eventually gets to ride in the space shuttle into space after completing a few missions to help the mission control. The player can visit locations in the solar system like the moon and Mars. There are even aliens armed with railguns for players to fight. The space shuttle launch is pretty cool to watch, but controlling the shuttle while in orbit can be a little tricky. The planets available to visit have an empty alien feel to them. Venus provides some very stunning views though. 4. The Tsunami mod. This mod does exactly what one would infer from the title. It causes a tsunami to hit Los Santos. The mod begins with a major earthquake. This is actually something that the developers should have included, being that the area is modeled after the West Coast. The earthquake throws car and pedestrian around, causes fire hydrants to explode, making a shower of water, and makes driving a land-based vehicle much more difficult. After a few aftershocks, the tsunami isn't far behind. It is quite surreal to swim underwater through the streets of the city as the cars in the area of the players are pushed by the currents and people try to swim to safety. 3. Vehicle Cannon mod. This mod is not only weird but devastatingly effective in a fight. With this mod installed, the player can shoot vehicles from their firearms instead of bullets. The vehicles fly out an incredible speed and explode if they impact something with a sufficient force. Even the most difficult of fights can be easily won with this mod, but players need to be careful not to get hit by a ricocheting car or be in a blast radius of the explosions. The vehicles change as the players fires the weapons. Sometimes a motorcycle comes out, other times it is a car or a truck. 2. The weird vehicle mods. There are many mods for nearly GTA games that allows players to drive some really strange vehicles. One of the most famous of these mods that turns a toilet into a go-kart. Another mod puts wheels on a picnic table and allows the player to drive it around town. There's a mod that does the same thing with the sofa. There are even mods that allow players to ride a mob through the air like it was Nimbus 2000. There are even mods that allows players to ride Yoshi. 1. The Shark Cannon. This mod doesn't fire sharks as bullet like the vehicle mod does with vehicles. It tags whatever it hits to be targeted by a shark attack. After shooting something, be it a person or a vehicle, shark flies out of the ground from underneath the target. The shark flies off with enough force to send even a large vehicle flying. People that are shot are savagely bitten by the shark as it springs from the ground and disappears into the ground with it. It is a very odd sight to see a shark burst from the ground and pull someone down with it. Odd and very cool. This brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you will love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.